Are you ready to learn how to build rapport on a sales call?
I'm ready.
It is so critical. You only have 7 seconds to make your first impression, and in that first minute of the sales call, you've got to show them that you are trustworthy, that you are an expert, that you really know what you're doing. It's a lot of pressure in the very beginning.
Oh, French fries. God, I love French fries.
So in today's video, we're going to be asking a question that came in from Ayodele Dorojayo from Nigeria. And I think this answer is going to be helpful for many of you trying to nail that first impression.
My name is Ayodele Dorojaye. I'm from Nigeria, and my business is solar energy lamp. The question I have today is how to build rapport on a sales call.
Ayodele, that's a really good question, and one that I think more entrepreneurs should honestly be asking, because if you don't create that trust and that rapport right in the very beginning of the call, you're not gonna even progress farther on in the call. So let's talk through, I wanna go over some just visual first impression vibe type tips, and then some things that you can do verbally. So we'll do nonverbal and we'll do verbal. So nonverbal, I would say the first one is eye contact. You want to be able to hold and maintain eye contact with the person. And that takes some practice, especially if you're like me and you tend to look all around all the time. You just have to focus on that person and making eye contact. Now, if you're really uncomfortable with eye contact, a little tip is that you can look at their nose right here, and it makes it feel less intense for you, but they still feel like you're connected with them. So the second thing is going to be your smile, which I love your smile. I can tell you have a great attitude. So your smile is going to be important, making sure that you're showing them that you're open, that you're receptive, that you're happy to be having that conversation with them. The third thing that I would say is make sure you have open body language. You don't want to have any gaits like folding your arms, crossing your arms, arms closed off in any way, shape, or form. You want to just have open, relaxed body language, and hands should be visible above the table. Now, I know a lot of us are meeting people for the first time right now and trying to make our first impressions by Zoom, which is hard because you don't want to be like, "Sup? Happy to be talking with you." I mean, that's kind of weird. But even doing things like a wave when you get on a Zoom, the reason why we pay attention to hands is because our primal brain is queued up to watch them, because you need to know if somebody's hands are carrying a weapon, or if they're about to punch you, or they're going to hurt you in some way. And so it just puts the mind at ease when you can see what's going on with people's hands. So have your hands above the table, or if you're in Zoom, I recommend just a quick wave, just to kind of let people know I'm open, I'm here, I'm a safe space to talk. So those are your 3 nonverbal cues, and that can all happen in the first 7 seconds. It looks like this, right? Like super easy.
You're pretty.
All right, now when it comes to verbal cues, this you have a little bit longer. The first impression is all nonverbal, but your first verbal cues, you are trying to show that you're an expert and that you care. And that's really the 2 most important things. So I recommend that you take charge of the conversation. And the way that I do that is I set intentions for the call. So I'll say, "I'd love to set some intentions for our call today. What are you most hoping that we can accomplish?" And then, or our conversation today, what are you most hoping that we can accomplish? And then when they say it, I say, "Great, I'll make sure we get to that." I also have 3 intentions. First, I am going to ask a lot of questions to understand where you're at in your business. Second, we're going to map out your improvement plan. And third, if it looks like I could be a good fit for you, I'd love to tell you about how I work with my clients. Does that sound good? Now, the next thing that I do is I ask powerful questions, because at this point, you've already portrayed confidence, you have a direction, you're taking charge, so they know that you know where you're going. Now, the next thing is we have to show them that we are invested in them and we care about them more than we care about us. At this point, this is where you want to jump in and start asking questions, using powerful questions that are going to help them see that you understand their problem even better than they understand their problem. If you understand their problem and know how to fix it, they are likely to trust you.
Terrific.
Thank you so much for this question, because I'm sure it's going to be helpful for a lot of our viewers.
I'm so grateful. God bless you. Take care.
Yes. Take care. Bye. I want your sales to be healthy, my friend. So I've got 2 prescriptions for you today. Number 1, go check out my video on do I need high pressure sales tactics? And number 2, if you haven't done it yet, download my sales and marketing scorecard. It's a great opportunity to really be able to look at the health of your sales and your marketing, and we will diagnose and prescribe exactly what you need in order to get your sales and marketing healthy, thriving, and bringing you all the clients you want. Thanks for being here, my friend. We have been diagnosing your sales woes so that your sales can be sick. And I prescribe that you go watch that next video.